And welcome back to the Morning Blend with our continuing series, Small Business Monday. And with the snow today, it's hard for most of us to probably imagine that spring is around the corner, but it's true. And one of my favorite things is spring cleaning, believe it or not. So today, how to refresh and recharge your marketing. Tim Vertz is the president of Vertz Marketing, and he's here with more on that. Great to see you.
You too, thank you.
It is odd to think about spring cleaning today with the snow.
Well, I was thinking about 2 weeks ago when it was 70 degrees and sunny, and all right, it's time for spring. But I grew up in Green Bay, so we know that the weather changes by the hour.
Absolutely. It certainly is different today. Let's talk a little bit about businesses, and as they look at their marketing, it's really important to probably frequently take stock of what's working and what's not, so you can mix it up.
Right. So, for example, at the end of the year, a lot of companies will make their New Year's resolutions. Marketing might be a part of that. And they're going to sit down, reevaluate what's going on, come up with some great plans. But it's already almost the end of the third month of the year. And this is the time of the year that if you're fortunate, lucky enough to go on spring break with your family, you can kind of maybe kick back a little bit, reflect, and think about, okay, what's going well, what's not going well, what do we need to work on?
What do we need to change to make sure that it's working? And it's good to ask for help. And so you suggest talking to the experts about what are the latest, the newest marketing trends.
Things change so fast.
Especially with social media.
Yeah, with social media, it's always changing. The trends, the tools that companies are using. Now, again, this goes back to some months ago, but Facebook now has something called Facebook Live. We have a lot of our clients using Facebook Live, and the reason they like that is because when you do a Facebook Live, it just notifies everybody right on their smartphone. So they get a lot of interaction and a lot of engagement that way. They're also starting to use Instagram stories, which is trying to compete with Snapchat a little bit. But there's new things coming out all the time. So whether it's social media or different types of marketing trends with email or other areas, they need to really keep on that. And certainly, you don't have time to do that. So a lot of times they're going to get expert help to do that.
Well, and I feel like Facebook Live, I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of people are using it. People know that it is a way to alert people and get that immediate feedback. But I also think there are ways to do it correctly and ways that are more effective than others.
Yeah, you don't want to do something on Facebook Live where everyone's going to look at it for 3 seconds and go, oh, this is pretty boring, I'm out of here. So especially if you're a business, you want to plan that out a little bit ahead of time. But we're finding with our clients and businesses in general, they're having a lot of very good success with that and having a lot of fun with it as well.
Yeah, and putting some thought into it, I'm sure, is key. You mentioned that we should refine our plan for 2017. So always be in the process of, we talked about taking stock, but refining and changing it.
You're always going to want to be reevaluating what's going on. The most difficult thing in marketing is to plan long term, because the trends change so fast and all the time. So, what you're doing now, again, 8 weeks from now, you need to continually look at that. So certainly have a marketing plan, have a good strategy out there, but be willing to keep looking at that all the time and continually refining that.
And be willing to change, I think is huge. Tim, thank you so much. We want to make sure we share information, because you'll actually do a free marketing and business analysis for people who contact you. Mention the Morning Blend when you do that. There are offices for Vertz Marketing in Mequon as well as the 3rd Ward. You can reach Tim at 262-910-4125. You can also go online. Vertzmarketing.com is your website. Great to see you.
You too,
Thanks so much. Drive safely on the way back.